Hey everyone, what's up? So I'll be busy for the next 2 weeks. I get back and home the 20th, and then I have 2 days to still report afterwards when I return. But regardless, when I can make videos, I will make videos. I did happen to catch the All Access this morning. Right as Derek James walked up to the place, the dude was like, "Trainer of the Year, but don't know what Undisputed is." This video, man, we're just gonna keep it real like we always do. Derek James is an overrated trainer. I don't know why you guys would try to seek any kind of confidence in Derek James. He's not a tactician. He is overrated. He's a guy who's been given fighters who are set up to win, and that's the matchmaker. The matchmaker does the majority of the work. For the most part, Errol Spence and Jamel, Charlo, all they got to do is get in shape and don't mess up, pretty much, and that's still a tall task, a tall order, you understand. There's nothing he's going to be able to do to help Terrence Crawford in this fight. If he's going to continue to do what he's been doing, just tickling Errol's ear, because again, if your fighter's out here smoking and drinking, and even then we saw in All Access, they showed the personal trainer or whoever that guy is, the nutritionist. Yeah, and he's putting his hot sauce on his plate. But later on with the family get together, you saw his plate, guys. There's another thing too I wanted to get into, but I may address that in another video as we get closer to the fight, because we still got a while, we still got a while. But you got two different versions of Errol Spence that I've noticed in his career. The Ugas and Kell Brook Errol Spence, that was a big, bulky, muscular guy. The Mickey Garcias and the Sean Porter Errol Spences, that guy looks real flimsy, looks real skinny, he don't look that strong, and you can even see to the lead up to like the Ugas fight and things like that, you'll see how he's more bulkier, way more cut and in shape. Things like that, and it's muscle, this guy, he's kind of, like I said, just got a little loose skin in some places, look kind of soft in the gut and things like that. Kind of fights more lethargic like he did versus a Mickey. To me, it looks like that's the version we're getting for this Terrence Crawford fight. So just FYI, like I said, we can get into this as we get closer to the fight. That's already going to ruffle some feathers. I try to give you guys some break from time to time. I'm not one of those YouTubers that comes out with 3 to 5 videos a day just trying to get my clicks, views, and likes, man. We don't do that. The show, because that stuff, the way they try to influence the audience and things, that crap does not work on me. Errol Spence, unfortunately, they tried to make you that guy. You've been surpassed by guys like Tank Davis, and, even Deontay Wilder carried more presence and things like that than Errol Spence. They really tried hard with Errol Spence, but you just always fell short, man. I'm sorry. They're trying to make you the center and make you like you're the Floyd of this situation. You're not. This is the Terrence Crawford show, unfortunately. Terrence Crawford, given what he has, was still able to break like viewership records and things like that. Like during, what was that, 2018 or 17, when he fought Benavidez. Even when he's fighting guys that people all say are bums, Terrence Crawford's a guy that's breaking the internet and all that. We just got to keep it a buck. You go to your favorite pro Errol Spence channel, they're making more money off of Terrence Crawford's back than they are Errol Spence. I'm sorry, man. Channels like mine, we just kind of balance this stuff out, and we'll put you on the negative side. So that way there's some balance. But, Terrence Crawford is the guy making these YouTubers money. Terrence Crawford's the guy on the silver screen. Terrence Crawford, when he does show his personality, he just, he's more polarizing. I'm sorry. And Errol Spence, again, this character, I've seen multiple characters, man. You're a rancher, you're a suburb boy, you're a street thug. Again, after this fight, what are you going to be? Probably like Keith Thurman. You and Keith Thurman going to go to Himalayas with each other. You know what I'm saying? After this fight, you're probably going to cut your hair like Keith Thurman. Cut it short, to go find yourself and all this nonsense, dude. For reals. Like, I just don't see what you guys see in this guy. I really don't. Boxing skills and all, personality-wise. The dude's a flake, in my opinion. He's a flake. Again, nutritionist stuff, you can already see this dude's kind of messing around. And again, I don't know. I think he's more concerned about the paycheck than anything else. I think that's his number one goal process. He did want people to think that he is that guy and that he is the best. But, you know, Terrence Crawford kind of showed his frustration during that All Access. He talked about how they were going with fights that none of the fans were asking for. Nobody was asking for the Ugas fight. Why are you over here emailing Ugas a belt? You know what I'm saying? You know, nobody asked for no Sean Porter in all actuality, especially coming off that Ugas fight. You know, Mickey Garcia, again, who was asking for that fight, bro? Again, an easy route is going to be Errol's demise in this fight, guys. You never face real adversity. Again, your supposed toughest adversity was overcoming a dude who was coming off a loss and moving down 2 weight classes, coming off facial surgery, didn't get an extension to heal longer, you know. And it's funny to me how people treat breaking someone's face like it's a black eye. Like if I put a mark on one eye and I put a mark on the other eye, they're two separate things. No, I'm sorry, guys. It's more easier to break someone's face after it's been broken. If you do your research and things like that, that's just the truth, guys. Where do you think it has to draw its resources from to re-heal itself? You know, you just don't take a pill and then you're healed. And no, it takes it from other parts that are around it, you know, especially when it comes to bone. But regardless, again, guys, you ain't never faced no real adversity. Your daddy and mommy had some good money. They paid for all your Olympian trips, all your travel and everything else. You know what I'm saying? You know, kudos to you that you had that kind of support and things like that, but you're just not ready for this type of fight. You're fighting a guy, again, who was from the mud, was not supposed to be here, was not in the script, and now he's here. The Derrick James thing, the Showtime flagged my channel when I showed you how he ran up on Terrence Crawford and hurried up, ran up to him and shook his hand after everybody was walking away. You know, they tried to put Derrick James even in a better light, you know. Like I said, the little tricks and things that they do on these shows to get people amped up and hyped, that stuff never, you know, influences me anymore. It did when I was younger, of course, before I knew better. But I see how they try to manipulate people, and I just never let that stuff get to me. Errol Spence, again, we'll get more closer into this fight as we get closer. But All Access is a good episode, but, you know, they're trying to show both men as being family, man, and it's all scripted. You know, and I know Terrence Crawford is. I know Terrence Crawford will go fly out of training, go to his daughter's track meet and thing. Like I don't need All Access to tell me stuff like that. You know, I get what they're trying to do. You know, kudos to you guys. You got to do this type of stuff, make people look better than what they are. You know, make things more dramatic than what it is. You know, try to put certain people in better lights. But again, I see nothing. The easy route, again, is what's going to be Errol Spence's demise. Again, I don't care what any Dallas Cowboy fan that don't know nothing about boxing opinion is. I'm sorry. You guys don't know nothing about boxing. I was done with you guys during the Sean Porter fight. You guys are clowns, and you'll remain clowns. You know, this fight, again, Errol Spence, he's going to try to do little simple things like clean up his left. Instead of dropping it, he's going to try to just throw it from up top at first. But when he starts getting clipped, he's going to revert back to all his bad habits again. Again, Dallas Cowboy fans, you guys are, everybody knows you're delusional, you know. You guys don't know what you're talking about when it comes to this boxing. What you guys call fundamentals, they're bad habits, plain and simple. What you call a Super Bowl team is just a trash team, and that's always been the case, except for like in 91, 92, 93 when they actually were winning. But, you know, again, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I've been bored of this topic. I've been bored of this subject. I'm just waiting for this to get here so I can finally start going in on you dudes. And you trolls, you're not going to be back to my channel. You're really not. You're going to do exactly what you did during the Sean Porter fight. I was dead accurate in that fight. I've been dead accurate in plenty of fights. Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. I don't do this stuff just to, like, hate on your guy and talk crap. When accuracy ends up being a reality, when I'm calling these fights, dude, you know, you dudes never show back up, man. You guys never show back up. And again, I'm not doing this. I see a lot of these Errol Spence fans like, oh, both guys deserve credit. No, We don't do that on this channel. We put our line in the sand and we chose a side. I'm not going with some little fake suburb kid who don't know if he's Jamaican, don't know if he's wherever he's from, New York, Long Island, wherever he's from, and now he has a Texas accent. I heard this man use different dialects, guys. Boardroom fighter to the fullest. Nothing real about that dude. He's going to get his butt spanked. It's going to look a lot like Jaron in his boots versus Villa last night. I watched that fight last night too. I started watching it from the 4th round because where I'm at, you know, you kind of got to stream things and things like that. But I saw that he was getting clipped, especially in the 4th and 5th rounds. He knew that he had to start pushing on the gas, and he did. And then he basically just chopped Villa down, you know. But Boots, I think Stanionis is a good test before I give him any crown. That's kind of the problem with boxing today. You guys crown people too early. You know, Villa's a fight you're still supposed to win, man. You know, and Stanionis, you'll still be a favorite in that fight too. I think if he did fight a healthy Virgil Ortiz, I think he would definitely get exposed, maybe get knocked out. But I see a lot of people, again, I was listening to the commentary, things like that. They were not calling out Villa's shots that he was landing, things like that. But he did win. Kudos to him. But I saw where he did get clipped and probably stunned a little bit and buzzed. Maybe when I get back from town, we can go over that stuff. But again, that's just for the people that do have the keen eye and they're not influenced by the suggestive selling of the TV, man. You know, I'm trying to think what else I was going to say. Yeah, but good win for Boots, you know. I do have him as a bigger challenge than this Errol Spence because Errol Spence just going to get clipped up. Again, I already know they're going to try to use the volume to bail him out. You understand? Just like Jermell, how he needed some little home cooking when it came to Castano and, you know, Harrison, they gave him the L2, but, you know, Castano, they definitely implemented that home cooking. They're going to try to do that for Errol Spence too, but it's not going to work. Your little inaccurate volume punching ain't going to work in this fight. The punch stat man's going to be telling the announcers like, hey, he's landing this many shots in this round, and it's not going to correlate when you guys are watching this. Trust me. I already know how they do this stuff, man. When you're a make-believe, built-up fighter, that's just what you are, man. I'm sorry. Again, Mickey Garcia, that was easy work. Sean Porter was the easy work, although he was beating you up, and you went life and death with him. Kell Brook, again, that was wounded prey. You know, you ain't... In this fight, other than politics and the PR and everything else that they've tried to use to try to nullify Terrence Crawford, that stuff ain't going to work in the ring. It's not going to make your punches more accurate. It's not going to give you power that people are claiming you have, man down. You know, you got, you had to throw 1,000 punches to get the ring doctor to stop the fight versus Ugas, you know. Like I said, these narratives, all this make-believe, it's all going to culminate to reality, and it's going to be harsh for a lot of you. You know what I'm saying? The dude just don't know how to punch. He don't know how to place his punches. That's a very basic aspect of this fight. That's the reason why you're a volume puncher, dude. If you knew how to surgically land at openings and catch people, like in his boots even, knows how to catch people with the shots they're not going to anticipate or see. Errol Spence just does not have that ability. I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple, basic stuff, guys. There's really nothing complicated about this fight in all actuality. Again, I think a guy like Sean Porter's style posed a little bit more difficulty, you know, even though Errol Spence beat Sean Porter, you know. But Brook even had punch placement and timing, dude. And it's a different ball game. Plus, this is a fight where you're finally fighting a guy that can actually hurt you and cause damage. He can end the fight in the 3rd round. He can end the fight in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, dude. This is a man that can get you out of there at any time, dude. You ain't faced that yet in your career, man. You fought, what was his name? Lardy. You thought you were that dude. Lardy clips you, and then you start fighting like Paulie Malignaggi in the last round, whatever round that was. I think it was the 8th round, his first 8-rounder of his career. Again, guys, your dude's not this come forward toe-to-toe fighter like Julio Cesar Chavez or Antonio Margarita. He's a passive-aggressive pressure fighter. He likes to hit when people aren't fighting. That's it. When you punch back at him, again, he ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna show his true colors. And like I said, it's worked for this little make-believe matchmaking that they did for Errol Spence, but it ain't gonna work against Terrence Crawford. That's why you've been ducking him for years, period. Again, how you guys gonna sit here and tell me Errol Spence was trying to fight this man? All the contradictions, all the proof that we have, guys. They even tried, when he said he's gonna spend the block, you guys weren't even trying to give him a guaranteed purse. So again, I don't want to hear all this make-believe again. None of it's going to count for nothing. Derrick James, fake make-believe trainer of the year, ain't going to count for nothing either. We're going to go more in on this as the fight gets closer. I'm going to be busy for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, I mean, when I can, I'll come out with a video just like I did now. We'll talk to you guys later, all right? Bye.